Get ready for Hero ISL 2022-23. Welcome back.
The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and happy independence to you all. This is TVWAN News. In this edition, PNG marks 47 years of sovereignty. Wong opens fisheries facility and Lewas prep for World Cup qualifiers. Today marks Papua New Guinea's 47 years as an independent nation. As is tradition, a flag-raising ceremony on Independence Hill in Port Moresby kicked off today's celebration. Acting Prime Minister John Rosso acknowledged the presence of ministers, governors, departmental heads and heads of the diplomatic corps.
To commemorate Papua New Guinea's 47 years as an independent nation, a flag-raising ceremony took place this morning on Independence Hill. It was raised only to half-mast in respect of the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. The flag-raising ceremony was officiated by the Acting Prime Minister John Rosso in the presence of ministers, governors, departmental heads and heads of the diplomatic corps. Rosso conveyed the Prime Minister's apology, James Marape, who is on duty travel. He is now in London to attend the Queen's state funeral alongside Governor-General Sir Bob Dadai.
On this day, 47 years ago, our forefathers raised the flag for the first time. It signaled the end of over 90 years of colonial rule. Australia's flag was not torn down. It was lowered with dignity, which marks the peaceful transition of rule, which is a major achievement in and of itself. For a nation of such diversity, of 1,000 tribes, our forefathers gave us political independence. On this occasion, we must also acknowledge the passing of our head of state, Queen Elizabeth II, who our Constituent Assembly in 1974 invited to become the head of state of a newly emerging nation of Papua New Guinea. We were graced 47 years ago by the presence of His then Royal Highness, Prince of Wales, Prince Charles, who we all have collectively proclaimed as a new head of state for Papua New Guinea. Thus, we remain a member of the Commonwealth family of nations. Later today, London time, our Prime Minister and His Excellency, the Governor-General, will have an opportunity to convey our nation's congratulations to His Majesty King Charles III. We mourn the passing of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and herald the accession to the throne of His Majesty King Charles III.
Rosso acknowledged the indication of the trust and confidence that the people had in the governing coalition of Pangu Party and the partners in the position of good governance, sound fiscal and economic management, and for socio-economic development. He further spoke about restructuring all the functions of the government and harnessing the potential of various sectors, such as the renewable and non-renewable sectors that have been lying dormant for the last 46 years.
The future is promising and requires a collective resolve and commitment to make us a modernized society that is structured and ensuring its people are positively impacted by the government's development plans. Yumi Ogada, 47 years, Yumi now tete, Yumi stop, Soim growth Yumi lo nation, Soim resilience Yumi as a nation. Tayumi Kamsanap, Soim pride Yumi Ogada as all Papua New Guinean.
Early this afternoon, the flag was lowered. Jasmine Nero, TV1 News.
The Deputy Prime Minister has encouraged Papua New Guineans to celebrate peacefully and to have a new approach on life as we approach 50 years as a nation in 3 years' time.
My fellow citizens, the government, as I mentioned earlier, is now better positioned to see through its plans and initiatives, including the policy and legislative amendments, reforms, restructuring, and readjusting our cabinet and public services. The future is promising and requires a collective resolve and commitment to make us a modernized society that is structured and ensuring its people are positively impacted by the government's development plans. Until such time that our people in remote Lagai village in Minyamia, Mogulu village in Western Province, and Pataku Island in Manus can access a fully stocked aid post and a fully resourced school, only then can we have a real reason to celebrate. Let us celebrate our 47th year peacefully with our families and with a reinvigorated outlook and approach to improve for the better in the road to our 50 years of nationhood in the next 3 years.
The Department of Personal Management had a groundbreaking ceremony of the whole of government public service housing project and will deliver through a partnership with the International Finance Corporation under a public-private partnership agreement. IFC is part of the World Bank Group. Its role includes financially supporting the development of affordable housing through the private-public partnership. Number 1 Super supports DPM to address access to affordable housing.
The whole of government public service housing project will be delivered through a public-private partnership with the Department of Personnel Management, the International Finance Corporation, and Number 1 Super. On Wednesday, 14th September, the groundbreaking ceremony of the Portion 1212 Granville in Bomana was held. Portion 1212 will be used to build houses for public servants. IFC is part of the World Bank Group. Its role includes financially supporting the development of affordable housing. IFC's engagement will be through the Financial Advisory Services Agreement to assist and develop the project. According to Secretary for Department of Personnel Management, Taya Sansan, the public-private partnership can deliver housing at a large scale by unlocking land and private sector investments.
The national government component is to provide the trunk infrastructure and look into the aspect of providing land, electricity, water, civil works and other necessities, while IFC will bring in the developer to build the infrastructures.
Sansan also shared about the support from Number 1 Super through its public-private partnership and the mention of the whole of government housing bucket.
Number 1 Super is supporting the department through its PPP Home Ownership Committee to explore how best to address the access to affordable housing. The housing bucket is similar to the existing employees' retirement savings account.
The housing bucket concept, if endorsed, will be timely as it will provide the opportunity for public servants to access finances to purchase the allotments here at Portion 1212 after completion. The introduction of the proposed concept of a housing bucket account is not in any way to reinvent the wheel, but to adopt what is already practicable in the marketplace. It has proven to be workable in other parts of the world like Singapore, where the concept is proposed to ease the financial difficulty of public servants in their endeavor. Jasmine Nero, TV1 News.
TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us.
With BSP Internet Banking, you can enjoy your banking at home, at work, or wherever you are. BSP Personal Internet Banking allows you to view your accounts and transactions, transfer money, bill pay, schedule future payments, or access your bank statements. Visit your nearest BSP branch to register now. BSP Internet Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSP, our bank, our people.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plana lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Yumi save osem COVID-19 senisim life belong Yumi. Em senisim how Yumi save kampun one time. Yumi think more belong health belong Yumi lotete ino olsem before. That's all. Yumi save osem senis na nubla pasin lo make him all something and help him Yumi come up healthy and strong more.
Yumi olgeta mas wag bung one time long banisim Yumi yet long sick COVID-19 na strong im country belong Yumi. Long panim out mo long display COVID-19 suit go long how sick staff close to long you or ring him display number 1-800-200.
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
Nihimomo. If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
Magic tasty rice makes tasty rice.
Making white flour rice become my favorite below family one-time meat tasty belong Maggie tasty rice. Put him 2 pela cup rice long pot. Add him water, na 1 pila packet Maggie tasty rice. Mix him good na boil him rice. Make him white pela rice come up tasty one time Maggie tasty rice. Maggie, the taste PNG loves.
Welcome back. The Minister for Fisheries and Marine Resources, TVWAN, launched PNG's first ever seafood holding facility at the 10th Seafood Expo Asia 2022 in Singapore. The National Fisheries Authority is promoting coastal fisheries development through this strategically established facility.
In launching the seafood holding facility in Singapore, Minister for Fisheries and Marine Resources TVWAN said the future looked promising. He said, as the government, we will build on this achievement in further strengthening trade and investment by working closely with our foreign missions and development partners, similar to what we have done here in Singapore, to look at tapping the massive Chinese seafood market that PNG already has a fisheries market access agreement with, including others in the region. This facility that will receive and hold live mud crab and other seafood exports from PNG, such as lobsters and prawns, including other inshore or coastal fisheries products, before they can be sold or distributed to buyers, retailers and end users, both in Singapore and the neighboring Southeast Asian markets, including the Middle East. The live mud crab were from a project recently launched in TVWAN, a village in Abao District, Central Province, and prawns caught by the village people within the 3-mile zone in the Gulf of Papua. With the huge demand for live mud crab in the Southeast Asia, Zavath Seafood Limited has already secured an order of over 500 kilograms of live mud crab on the first day of the seafood show in Singapore. Participating companies Zavath Seafoods Limited of PNG and the Singapore partner Sol TVWAN Property Limited were commended for coming up with this innovative arrangement, which realizes PM Marape's call to tap into the lucrative Southeast Asian market that is at our doorstep. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
Deputy Prime Minister John Rosso officially opened the Sir Hubert Murray Stadium on Friday evening. 3 stands of the stadium were named after 3 of PNG's very own sport icons. The North Stand, named as Dikatoa, South Stand was named after legend late Martin Benny, while the West Stand was named after Sir Daddy Toka. Governor Paul Sparkop said the stadium was a magnificent structure that held rich history and memory. This is the grand opening of the stadium since construction began in 2014. Celebrations ended with spectacular fireworks display. You're watching TV1 News. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
When you're spending time with family, when you've got a big day ahead, when you have given it all you've got, when you're putting on a feast, that's when you want the best. That's when you want flame rice. New flame rice. Win him, Olgeta.
Yumi save osem COVID-19 senisim life belong yumi. Em senisim how yumi save kampun one time. Yumi think more belong health belong yumi lotete ino olsem before. That's all. Yumi save olsem senis na nubla pasin lo make him all something and help him yumi come up healthy na strong more.
Yumi olgeta mas work boom one time. Long banisim yumi yet long sick COVID-19 na strong him country belong yumi. Long panim out more long display COVID-19 suit go long how sick staff close to long you or ring him display number 1-800-200.
Ton, 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 hino, ton, ton.
If you can't stop thinking about the Hino range of trucks, then you better drive one today. Hino.
Ton, ton.
Yeah, press this button. Then when the ring pops up, just twist it until you see the guy you want to be. Slam it down and bam! You're one of 10 super cool alien dudes!
I am Bilgax. And I have come for the Omnitrix.
This could get sticky.
Looks like it's hero time.
Boomerang Star of the Month. Ben 10. Every day from 9:30 a.m. on Boomerang.
Guys?
You should really have people up more often.
This is gonna be insane. I don't even know how to begin to explain. Seriously?
My man.
Oh, that's not.
You got something no one else has.
Welcome back. Ufeto Primary School in Goroka District is celebrating the country's 47th independence anniversary with a 3-day sports festival. 600 plus children are taking part in 4 house colors: blue, red, yellow and green. The students participated in track events, cross-country, tube racing on the famous Asoro River and 1-kilometer run. The sports festival concludes today with a Mr. Ufeto and Miss Ufeto pageant. Surrounding communities, parents, guardians came in numbers to cheer and support the children. School headmistress Agnes Uki said the school was established 59 years ago. and she's ecstatic to be able to host this event for the students. The Kumul Petroleum Lowers are currently in Abu Dhabi preparing for their ICC T20 World Cup qualifiers beginning 18th of September. They are drawn Zimbabwe in their opening match, followed by pool games against the UAE and Thailand.
Currently playing in the warm-up games, the Kumul Petroleum Lowers have been building on their form and finalizing preparations under coach Kath Hempenstall. They also are aided by assistants Michaela Hadlow, Julia Price and former Barramundi Mahuru Dai. The women's program has benefited through the Pacific Arts Sports funding, allowing extra experienced coaches to accompany on this tour. The Lowers started their warm-up series against Thailand. Thailand batted first and got off to a flying start before the lower bowlers fought back to take 8 wickets in the final 5 overs, restricting the opposition to 106. Myri Tom, the pick of the bowlers, with 3 for 20 and Holland Doriga 2 for 7. The batters struggled on the foreign pitch, with Thailand recording a comfortable win. The next 2 games brought impressive victories, a resounding 9-wicket win over the UAE with Vicky Ara's 2 for 8 and Ravini Oa 2 for 16, restricting the UAE to 8 for 73. The Lowers cruising to victory with Sibona Jimmy 40 not out and Naomi Vare 29. Scotland has been somewhat of a bogey side to the Lowers, but on this occasion the Lowers recorded another comfortable win by 7 wickets. They bowled Scotland out for 107, with captain Kaya Arua 3 for 25 and Doriga and Oa both picking up 2 wickets each. Naomi Vare, 44 not out, and Tanya Ruma, 26, helped run down the formidable total with 3 balls to spare. Hempenstall was most impressed with this performance, saying it was the team's best all-round performance yet against a much-improved Scotland side. The Kumul Petroleum Lowers have been on the cusp of World Cup qualification over the past few years. The coaching staff are confident this team has the capability of reaching this dream in Abu Dhabi. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 Sports.
The EGMA Rabaul Gurriers, under its naming rights sponsor EGMA Group, has recognized and paid tribute to 2 of its retiring players, Edward Goma, who made his debut in 2014, and Tuvi Lepan, debuted in 2015. They were part of the list of awardees at the Gurriers' recent end-of-season 2022 awards presentation night. Both are recognized for their commitment, dedication and loyalty to the team between 2014 and 2022 and awarded 2 return tickets each to anywhere in PNG, proudly donated by PNG Air. Franchise owners and GIP EGMAC also presented each with a 5,000 kina voucher for hardware goods to go towards the homes they are building. And that wraps up the news tonight. Remember to apply the following simple measures to prevent transmission of the coronavirus. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water, cough or sneeze into your elbow, and exercise social distancing. If you are feeling sick, please stay at home. You can also call the COVID-19 hotline number for more information or assistance. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.